Bella. Welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. My apologies for the graininess of the video today and probably the next couple of videos. Having camera issues again, not computer issues, but camera issues. So I'm trying to figure all of that out. But hopefully you won't be seeing much of my face during this video. You'll be seeing more pictures going across the screen because I am here for another episode of Fiber Facts with you. And it has been a minute since I have done one of these. I was trying to do them once a month, and then the holidays came and there was so much going on. But anyway, I have been doing research. I have it right here beside me. And I am hoping that you enjoy this episode as much as I have enjoyed looking into it. So, a few episodes ago, I did one on flax. And while I was looking through all of the information, I came across some articles on other kinds of fibers that were like flax. And so that's what this one is going to be dedicated to, but it's going to be dedicated to hemp and bamboo. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each one of them. Not necessarily comparing them or anything like that, but if you are new here, this is a series where I am kind of looking at a timeline of all of the fibers and fiber arts. And hemp and bamboo came into use a little bit later than the flax fiber. Just one moment, I'm so sorry. Okay, here we are. So, the last one that I did was linen. And the linen fabric is based on flax fibers, but it's considered one of the oldest textiles. So when I was researching hemp and bamboo, it did obviously bring up linen, because linen can also be made with hemp. But then it also talked a lot about hemp versus bamboo. And I didn't originally think about those two plants being so similar, but they kind of are. So if you look at a hemp plant, the plant that hemp is from, it's actually the cannabis plant. It's a little bit more famous for something else, but it is the stalk of the cannabis plant that is used for hemp fibers. So you have a lot of similarities between flax, bamboo, and hemp because of the kind of stalk that they have. So you have that bast kind of fiber that we've looked at before, and you will see that there are a lot of similarities in the way that it's produced. Now, hemp is used a lot more times for its durability. So it's not necessarily considered a good wearing fabric, whereas flax, right, is more breathable and smoother in texture when it's made into a fabric. So that's why the linen from flax is more widely used in clothing. That's not to say that you can't make hemp comfortable, but more often you see hemp used in ropes, you see it used in bags. I know downstairs I have a bag, and I didn't bring it upstairs with me. I do have a bag made out of hemp, and it's a coffee print. It's got like a coffee. I don't think it was actually ever used for coffee, but it does for coffee beans. But it does have that print on it, and it's made out of hemp. So they all have similar textures. Is the point? So when we look at the use of linen and hemp and flax, right? Hold on, I have it here. Let me find it. Let me find it. Okay, so it was used, hemp and bamboo were both used by people in Asia, right? Most notably in China, the ancient Chinese people. And they used it to create all kinds of things. And there is one of the articles mentions that part of the strength of the Chinese Navy was due to their use of hemp ropes. And so they were able to sail longer and things like that because they had the hemp ropes tying everything down. I don't know the truth to that. I was not there. But it says that in 2800 BC, Chinese legends refer to a mythical Emperor Shen Nyang teaching his people to weave hemp plants into clothing due to its strength and abundance for growing. It was a very strong plant. And then, of course, just like with the Silk Road and all of that, it became popular in trades for all different kinds of things. Whereas bamboo, if we look at the history of bamboo, we see that it started a little bit farther, well, closer to us, which is kind of interesting. You would think that because bamboo can grow so quickly and that it can grow so well in lots of different areas, that using it for different kinds of fabric would be more widely known. But it wasn't. So you can see it in things like if you're looking at yarn or anything like that and you see viscose or you see rayon or you see sometimes even tencel, that's bamboo. But it won't necessarily say bamboo because it's made from different maybe parts or areas around how the plant is used and how it's used to make and the percentage. So tencel has more from wood pulp, but it may have some bamboo in it, whereas viscose and rayon have more, right, bamboo. And you'll hear rayon being more associated with bamboo. And it's not 100% bamboo fabric. It's more synthetic. And it's not, rayon fabric isn't really environmentally friendly, to be honest. So we still use both of these today, but hemp kind of fell out of favor um, because there were people who were worried about how popular it would become and how popular it was becoming and how useful it was. So they created a tax act in 1937 that banned, I'm going to sneeze. So sorry. That banned the growing of the cannabis plant altogether. They said it was because of the other uses of the cannabis plant, but they do think that a lot of it had to do with some of the popularity of hemp fabrics and the fiber and how it was being used, because it can be used for a lot of things. But today, because it is an easy plant to grow, you have more awareness for the benefits of the plant overall. So it is definitely making a comeback. Whereas bamboo never really left the arena, so to speak. It never really faded. It never really changed in popularity, although how it's been used has changed. So we see it and taking different forms. Like now with the rayon and all of that, it's getting a little bit difficult. I remember growing up, there was a place nearby that was growing bamboo, and bamboo wasn't native to where I grew up. Definitely was not. But someone had transplanted it, and it was growing like wildfire. But it was taking over, and it was dangerous because of how it was encroaching into the water and things like that. So they chopped it all down. But the thing is you have to make sure that you get all of it, or it comes right back. So it was interesting. It was an interesting battle. But it is a hypoallergenic fabric, and it is an antimicrobial fabric with the plant in general. So when they make it into a fabric, even things like sheets and towels and all that kind of stuff, they're finding all these ways to use bamboo now that they didn't then. But it has never really fallen out of favor the way that hemp did. So I know it was kind of all over the place, and it was kind of more an addendum to the flax video that I did, the linen flax video that I did, because there was a rabbit hole that I went down, and I've been sitting on this information, not because it's not readily available to anyone, but I wanted to do the video, and then I wanted to do the video, and then I wanted to do the video, and it just never, I would think about doing it, and then I wouldn't have my papers with me, or I would take notes in my phone, and I'd sit down to do the video, and my phone would be full. Or then I had all the camera and computer issues, and I was just like, I can't deal with it. So, yeah, here we are. We finally got it in, and I hope that it has been good knowledge for you all. I try not to make these videos too long because if you're just droning on and on and on, and I don't have all of the fancy like flip around and show different scenes behind my head and all of that. I just used free software and find free articles. All of the articles will be linked below. I will also link my linen video, the flax video, so that you can kind of see that as well. This will be in the Fiber Facts with You playlist, so you can watch all of that if you are interested. And I will let you go. I hope that you are all doing well and safe wherever you may be. Be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella.